Rated G. What's up, guys? It's the MiddleAgedGamer, and we are playing the Transport Fever 2 Chapter 1 campaign missions. We are on the final campaign mission, which is called Baghdad Railway for Chapter 1.
It's the dawning
and
of the 20th
we're going to go ahead and get started up, and I'll do a quick disclaimer once it
powers
gets
of
loaded
Europe
up here in a
are
minute.
the process of divvying up the last fragments of the world map.
I have the
among
worst,
themselves.
absolute worst hangover
At long last,
ever. My
the
head
German
is just
Empire
banging,
wants a place where
and
it can
this
bask
is like
in the limelight
almost 24
too.
hours, or at least 12
It
hours
sees its
later
chance
since
along
I
the
was
Bosporus,
drinking.
where
Ugh,
temperamental
I'm paying
Sultan
for it right
Abdul
now.
Hamid II rules over
Hopefully
a
I can
vast
power through
territory.
this mission, though, relatively quickly.
Time for the Germans to secure the biggest infrastructure project in all of Asia Minor.
Okay, that's loading up. Basically, we're trying to do this mission as fast and quickly as possible, also as easily and efficient as possible. Just because I do something one way doesn't mean you can't do it another way. Sometimes I might use a truck route where you could technically put a train line, or vice versa. But I will show you how to get all the bonus tasks and the main mission task relatively quickly. So hopefully this will help someone out there who has trouble completing this mission. Right, almost loaded up.
The legend.
Go ahead and skip this.
Thanks to your logistic.
Alright, so basically the first things first, we got to deliver food to the surrounding cities so that the food factory expands. So pretty easy for the most part. You have two farms, one right here. We got to get the farms to go to the food factory, and then we got to transport the food to the various cities. You can't build in between these red sections right here. You have to use this road. And we have a couple of options. We could use trains and we could use trucks on this. I think either way would be relatively easy. I'm going to go ahead and use trucks just because I think it'd be the quickest. Again, a train would be just fine. So either way, whatever you feel more comfortable doing, you can do on this one. First and foremost, we do need a truck stop or truck station by each farm. Hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. N and M to rotate on the keyboard, in case you did not know that already. And then I'm actually going to run a street down to make it a little bit quicker. Ooh, I'll do that. There we go. That looks a little better. Just make it a little quicker for the trucks to get down here. And then if we can, want to upgrade streets right here, just for down the road. Alright, so we have truck stations. I'm going to go to make 2 truck stops and a truck station over here. The truck station will be delivering food out, and the truck stops are for dropping off the food. So let's go ahead and we'll put one right there, and we will put one right there. I'm gonna put the truck station down here to deliver food out. Alright, we also need a road depot so we can buy the trucks that are going to be running on this line. I'll make one more street just so the trucks get over there a little quicker. Don't have to do that, but I'm doing it either way. So let's go ahead. Let's put it in 4X mode real quick while we buy vehicles. And we could use horses or we could use the trucks. I'm going to go ahead and use trucks. I'm going to buy 20, which is quite a lot.
Fellow countryman Karab and Nemzi,
and we will set up our first line
what a splendid
to deliver
coincidence.
bread.
Accompany the fearless adventurer and stand by him with advice and support.
And then we'll set up another line real quick. There we go. We got farm 1 and farm 2. Now we just need to assign some vehicles to each. I should have ran the line the other way on this one, but it's not a big deal. That way they're not going down here first. Okay, I'll do that here in a second. Let's get the rest of the line set up. So we need a line going into each town to deliver bread. So let's go ahead and set up the bus stops in each town. Or excuse me, the truck stops, I should have said. And it tells you where it needs bread, so we're just going to try to get everybody encompassed on here. So one right there would be good. We need one in this town, obviously. Let's put one down here. And we got 2 more towns to deliver bread to. Alright. Before we do the bonus task, let's go ahead and set up the different lines. And this would be... Okay, that's Konya. I wanted to figure out what town it was. So let's set this up. Truck, Konya, bread delivery. You guys can name it however you want. You don't have to. You could actually leave the line name as line 1, 2, 3. This makes it a little bit easier for me down the road. So that's EVGA, or however you pronounce it. Okay. Next one will be going to Adana. And next is Aleppo. I don't know how to spell it, but hopefully that's close. A-L-E-P-P-O, so I did spell that wrong. A-L-E-P-P-O. Okay, now we just got to assign vehicles to each of those lines. So let's go ahead and buy 20 more cargo vehicles. And let's just assign... So Adana's out of the way. Aleppo. Konya. And the EVGA. I didn't really pay attention to setting up the line because it should be going from here to the town. Some of them may actually be going to the town first, and that's not a problem if you're over here, but if they're going to be going all the way across this section, we may have to reverse some trucks, so make sure you pay attention. I didn't really pay attention right then and there of how the line was set up. Looks like everything is going to this depot first, which is good though. And we need a bunch more on farm 1. Let's go ahead and buy 10 more. And we're gonna put these on the line 1. Bread delivery. Alright, so we're increasing the food factory level by delivering bread, obviously. Next is the bonus task Desert Adventure. Let's go ahead and accept it.
Oh no. Sir David Lindsay, your countryman's English traveling companion.
Okay, so we gotta harvest snakewood
dreaded
bushes. And the way to tell, we have to find it between 220 and 230 meters. Only way to do this by turning the contour lines data on. And then we need to get the bulldozer out. But you can see it tells you, if you look at the top left, how many meters high this is. So we gotta find a part of the map that is 220 to 230, which I think is over here. There we go, that's 225, so it's anything in this line, and basically we just gotta bulldoze 3 of those type of bushes, so hopefully we can find some here. There we go.
The Henry rifle and the double-barreled bear killer have disappeared. Track down Caraben Nemzi's precious weapons and bring them back.
So delivering food.
Holy
to the desert tribe,
Your faithful
which is out here.
companion
So all we
Haji
gotta do is
Omar was
basically
taken captive by a
add a
savage
road.
desert tribe. Rescue him.
It's relatively close is fine. And then we just need a truck stop to unload it there. I think we have to connect the road. Let me just double check real fast before we start sending people over there. Oh, we do gotta connect it. Okay. There we go. Now it will be delivered there. So we gotta set up a new line. It's gonna go from here all the way to the desert tribe. Ugh. Excuse me. Have allergies on top of this migraine. It's killing me. Desert bread delivery. I guess I call it desert tribe, whatever you want to do. And then we'll put a couple more vehicles on that line. Let's go ahead and put maybe 10. We still got a ton of, well, not a ton of bread. It's only 13 there. What do we have down here? Nothing. So we might want to put 3-4 more trucks on the line 1. There we go. So next step is searching for the missing weapons in this town. Let's see what it wants us to do. Let's see. Bad luck in spades. Henry rifle and double-barreled bill. Track down. Search for the missing weapons in EVGA. Okay, in this town. I don't remember what this one's asking me to do. Oh, okay, never mind. We're on the actual delivering food to the desert tribe. Okay, so we already clicked on the question mark, which was procuring weapons. Now we got to deliver the food. So we're already set for that particular mission. Hopefully some of these guys have food. This guy needs to turn around. That guy needs to turn around. That guy has bread. Okay, so we're starting to deliver bread. If any of these guys do not have bread, then we need to have them go ahead and turn around because they're just wasting time going all the way down there. Alright. Let's see, do we have anything that needs to go out? So Aleppo needs some trucks and Adana. Put these on Aleppo. Put these two on Adana. There we go. We want to make sure to transport these out as relatively quickly as possible if we can. And let's check the level out. Okay, so production and shipment are 100%. Transport's at 68%. 73, so basically it's everything in here. I think we're doing good so far. Let's see. Let's check these trucks out. This guy needs to turn around. Turn around. Okay, so that's bringing one bread to the desert tribe, so it is starting. Hopefully by the time those trucks get back to here, there'll be some bread for them to pick up. We already got 3 for the desert tribe, which is good. Maybe 2 or 3 more trucks on that particular line. There we go. You can see we're starting to get the factory level up. It's going to go up as long as we continue on with 100% production and shipment, which we are. There we go.
Thanks
Just
to
completed
your
the
help
first
with the
task.
grain harvest, the Sultan is... Many hands will be needed to conquer this compact but rugged
Okay, so we got to
mountain
connect
range.
basically Konya to this town, and then also we need to do Aleppo to Adana as well. Alright, easy enough. So we'll go ahead and get the train. We'll do passenger terminus stations is what we need. Actually, you know what? I may use a regular passenger station over here, only because if we ever have to do the tracks going through the mountain, we'll have an opportunity to do that. Try to get it as close to town as possible. It's not really ideal right there, but it will work if we have to. That's a bit better. Let's go ahead and use this area right here. And then for this side, we'll definitely use the terminus station. Oh, it already has a, looks like it already has a platform there for us, so we'll use that one. Perfect. And so let's go ahead and set up a train depot. Just put it up here out of the way. And let's go ahead and buy a train. For this, I don't know if we need anything that expensive or great. I think the BR53 will be plenty. And then we'll add a couple of... What's the difference between these? Definitely get a couple of these, the cheaper ones. We'll go ahead and do 4 for now. We can always upgrade it if we need to. So we'll connect there to there. And then we'll name this train Konya to EVGA, however you say that. And the train's off and running right there. And we can do bus stations in both of these towns, which we may have to do here in a minute. But next and foremost on the task list, let's connect Adana to Aleppo. And I do want to use the pass-through terminal station here. And actually, I want to pause time for just a second. Because I want it to be right here if we can. So, go back to the train station. There we go. We're much closer to town now. We'll go ahead and build the track out. Just in case. That way they can kind of build around it as they need to. And then next we'll go ahead and build a terminus passenger station right here. This one's fairly easy, plenty of space. Good positioning as well. Oof. Don't want tunnel. There we go. Much better. And then also we just need another terminal station or train depot, excuse me. It's the headache's killing me, guys. And I'll connect it there. And I'll connect it there. And we'll do the same thing. So we'll buy the BR53 with about 4 compartment cars. We'll set up a new line. And then we'll just call this train Adana to Aleppo. And go back in the 4X. So we're waiting for the workers to go back and forth. We can go ahead and start building kind of bus stations in each town if you want, which would help increase the amount of passengers getting to the railroad station. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And for this, I'm going to use the land use overlay so I can see where we need to actually put stations at. And we'll go ahead and add another road depot down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and name or set up this line, excuse me. There we go. I believe we're in Konya, so I'm gonna put Konya bus route. And then we'll put a couple of passenger vehicles on there. Let's go ahead and just do 10. And still waiting for that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next city. Do the same thing. We're going to set up a bunch of bus stops using the land use layer. Definitely need one by the bus station. Always important. Good, and don't have to buy another depot, but I'm gonna go ahead just to make it a little bit quicker. Let's set up the line first. There we go, and then we will buy another 10 passenger vehicles. Maybe overkill for this route, but
working the mountains is only progressing slowly.
There we go. Got those two
Access to
cities
the
set up.
Mediterranean would prove to be extremely useful. A branch line already runs from the port town of Mersin to Adana.
Does eventually bonus chapter is completed, so we're good on
You ought
that.
to pitch camp on the other side of the Taurus at the branch line's last stop. What an adventure!
So next thing is we need to build a headquarters in Adana, which is, where is it? Right here. To build a headquarters, pretty easy. Just click on your account, go to headquarters, and click on build. Kind of a ridiculous task. I'm just going to put it down here in the corner, out of the way.
Silver has been found in the mountains. This enables you to finance the branch line to the sea
put it
using existing
further
funds.
up since it.
Your superiors
That's the
in
mine
Germany
right
will
there.
be seriously impressed.
So we got to deliver 20 silver to the headquarters. Pretty easy for this. Just need to set up a truck station. So let's go ahead and do that. Up here at the mine. And then we just need a truck stop outside the headquarters. Right there. We'll go ahead and make a new line. We will call this truck silver headquarters, I guess. Delivery. Sounds good, right? I guess. Do need a road depot to buy the vehicles. Let's put one right there. That's probably a bad place to put it, because we're going to eventually run train through there, I believe. Let's put it out of the way down here somewhere. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and buy 10 trucks to deliver silver ore to the headquarters. Actually, I don't know if we need that. Probably 5 would be plenty. And that's going to be on silver headquarters delivery. There we go. And while that's getting completed, we can go ahead and set up the bus routes in each city down here as well. So let's do that. Use the land use layer right there. We need one stop over here. by the train depot. I think that's good right there. We'll call this bus. Adana bus route. We'll buy 10 passenger vehicles and add it to the Adana line. And now we can go ahead and finish with the Aleppo. If we get time, we can open the land use layer, put one stop by the train stations. Oh, I guess I probably should have connected. I didn't even see that. I should have just connected over here. I can fix that here in a minute. Or I should say I will fix that here in a minute. Pretty basic route. Just make a road depot anywhere over here. And then same thing, we need passengers. We'll put another 10 on there. Did I not make the route, the Aleppo route yet? I guess I didn't. So we'll set our new line. We'll call this bus Aleppo bus route. Let's go ahead and fix this line real quick. Oops, that didn't work out like I wanted it to. Start it over here, I guess. Hate to do this to you guys, sorry.
Wonderful. Silver mine is yielding enough to buy the branch line. The Sultan's civil servants are it.
Alright,
Whether
before we do anything, I
Bedouin
need to fix
tribes
this
or
line
civil
real quick.
servants, they all have one thing in common.
So it's going to be
With
Aleppo
enough
to
silver
Adana
in their
train
hands
route
and
right
they're
here.
very
We need to add
cooperative.
this station.
All
There we
your
go.
wishes will come true.
And let's make sure this train is working. I'm just going to reverse it and it should start working normally again. So we just acquired this train route right here. And we have to deliver, looks like 20
Traces
silver
of
to
an
the
ancient
port
civilization can
and
be
20
found in
silver
the desert.
ore to the tribes.
Word has it that a British archaeologist has already set out to search for the ancient stone.
Let's go ahead and do the
fragments
bonus
from
task real
Carchemish.
quick before we set that up.
Beat her to it and find the city of ruins in the desert.
And it wants us to dig up artifacts here. So let's go ahead and open this tool right here and then we'll dig down.
Despite all the
There you go, that's hidden treasures, bonus task, pretty easy on that one. So now we gotta set up 2 more routes from the silver mine, one to the tribe, and then we need to set up one basically down here. Let's see, this. We could drop it off at that truck stop, excuse me, and it will get loaded here. And then head down there. Okay. So we got a truck stop down here. We already have a truck stop there, so we're good. We got to set up different lines now. So this will be called the Silver Truck, Silver Desert Tribe Delivery, and then we'll do another one down here. Name this truck Silver Port Delivery. There we go. Now I just got to schedule vehicles to hit both of them. We need cargo vehicles. We'll put probably 10 on the longer route. So Silver Port route, and then let me get a few more. And I'll put 5 on the tribe route for now. Silver Desert Tribe Delivery. There we go. So good, we got our bus stations set up in each of the cities. We got trains running back and forth. We could actually add more to the Kona bus route. Let's go ahead and put 10 more. That's probably a little bit of overkill, but it's fine. Bread seems like it's doing okay. It's only 8 there. Only 8 there. How's the train doing? Is it full? No. Train is holding plenty. About 3/4 full, making money, which is good. See, after these vehicles go through, we'll see what the count is for each type of delivery. We could have done a truck station here, so you had 2 truck stations, but this is fine for this particular scenario. So that will eventually make tools, which will go overseas from the look of it. So far, things are going very smoothly. I've made kind of one minor mistake. I should have connected to the already developed passenger station down here. Instead, I put a new passenger terminus station right there. But other than that, about as smooth as things can go. Everything looks to be working pretty good right now. Could add more trucks to each of these lines if we wanted to, especially the headquarters line. In fact, I might just add 5 to the headquarters line. Let's see where it's at. There we go. So we got 10 ore to the tribes already. It's going to be completed here in a second, and we're still waiting for the trucks to get down here. So that's probably the first one right there. Yeah, that would be the first one. Silver port delivery for 5. So we got those coming down as well to deliver 20, and it should load up on here. Which it looks like it is, because yeah, there it is. There's the silver ore getting loaded up, which that will get transported down to the port down here. Actually, it has 2 different kind of carts on it, one for looks like oil and one for silver ore. Bring another 26 down to the port, so we're good on that.
Now that the civil servants, the more machines, the quicker the pace. And that goes for completing the Baghdad Railway and for extracting crude oil. And the quicker the better. Things are slowly getting...
So it looks like we need to deliver 25 machines to the oil well, which is right there, and 50 machines to base camp. Where is base camp is the question. It's a machine store. Oh, that's the headquarters. Oh, here we go. Base camp's right there. So you could use trucks, you could use a train on this. I think it's a little overkill for the train, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and use trucks, and I'm gonna build a road across, which may actually make a quicker line in a couple different ways, but it's kind of a shortcut for some of the vehicles. So we need to make a truck stop outside of each area. Go. There we go on that. Now we got to set up the 2 separate lines. And what is this? So I need a truck station down here to do that. Let's go ahead and build one real quick. hate to remove all those buildings. Let me see. What can I do right here? There we go. I'm only removing 2 buildings there. Let's go ahead and set up the 2 lines real fast. So one will go from here to there, and that's the base camp delivery, I believe. So we'll name this truck base camp machine delivery. And the other line will go from the truck station all the way out to right there. And we'll name this oil well machine delivery. Ooh, got a typo on that one. There we go. And then same thing, just need to buy some more trucks. Oops. Let's put 10. I'll put 5 on each for the time being. So one would be the oil well and base camp. That's base camp. Next is the oil well delivery. So the hope is, I might have to add some trucks to that line too. The hope is machine parts should start loading up here, be transferred north, to be dropped off here, picked up from there, and head to the other 2 stations. So we shall see in a second. It should start loading up here any minute if we're doing things the correct way. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this train can actually pick up machine parts. That would be the issue. So let's go ahead and modify this train. So we need box cars added on there for it to do it. There we go. So we got to modify the train. Now the parts should start loading up there. Good thing I checked that. I was like, something's not right. We should start seeing the machine parts load up right there. Well, let's see what happens after this delivery. There we go. That's the first machine parts loading up right there. So we have things connected the right way. I think we need to bring more iron ore down here. Let's look at this station. Desert Tribe, Headquarters, and Silverport. So yeah, we need to add trucks basically to all of those. And the main one I'm worried about is, let's see. Got so many lines going, Jesus. Tribe delivery, Silverport. So Silverport's the main one. We'll add this to Desert Tribe. And we'll add that to the Headquarters delivery. Again, you could do trains for a lot of these items, especially going from over here out that way, but to me, doing the trucks is just easier. Just as quick in my opinion too, since we're not delivering massive amounts of quantities. If it wanted like 1,000 machines, then at that point I'd be like, okay, we need a train line to continue on. And it would be pretty easy to add tracks coming out of this on up. So, I mean, if you feel like you'd want to do trains instead, feel free to do trains. You do not have to do what I'm doing by any means. Alright, let's just, since we have some time, let's follow this line down to the port real quick, as it's carrying 14 silver ore. You can see all the machine parts right there lined up, ready to be picked up. Pretty cool. And almost fully loaded with machines, 31 of 32, so I'm glad I bought, I think, 5 boxcars to put them in. Oh, I bought 6 boxcars to put the machines in, so 6 is probably a good number. The trains actually look like it might be getting full here in a second. No, it's only 34 people. Let's check the other side. Haven't checked the trains over here or anything else. Train seems to be doing pretty good on this side as well. I can't even click on it, Jesus. There we go. It's profitable, it's carrying the maximum amount of people. Basically each way. You could always add another compartment car on there if you really wanted to. Just to make sure that you're keeping up with the expanding business. Food factory is pretty solid. It's 200 and 200. And we could transport a lot more out to make some more money, but we are profitable in the bottom left. You don't necessarily have to be. We have $60+ million in the bank. So even if you're running negative $2 or $3 million a year, it wouldn't really make a difference. You could still easily beat this mission. Base camp. There we go. Wonder if any of the trucks going out to the oil well have anything on them. Bread. So there's the first machines going to the oil wells right there. There's 5 more, 5 more, 5 more. Okay, so we're gonna easily beat that task here in a minute. Put 2 more on the base camp line. Since we gotta deliver 50 there. That's really loading up with the silver. Let's see if this is full. Probably is. Yeah, 32 of 32. See how many iron or silver ores there. 56. If I can get to this train, I'm going to modify it real quick to add more of the gondolas. There we go. Still full. It's good though. Now we're transporting 56 silver ore there. We got plenty of machine parts coming back. You can see the numbers are slowly counting up on there. I feel like we're getting towards the end of the mission. We're probably about, what, 40 minutes into this. If you guys have any questions below, please go ahead and comment. You can also put cheers if you made it to this point and you watched this entire video. Other than that, make sure to hit the like up, thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And again, hopefully this is helping you guys beat this mission along with the bonus task. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions even, you can comment below as well. I'll try to help everybody who cannot complete this mission for any reason. So we're full of machine parts, which is good. Things are running pretty smoothly, if I do say so myself. We just need about 10 more machines to the base camp, which that should happen basically any time. Look at our earnings, almost $2 million a year right there. And it may go down because what's going to happen is once the tasks change, a lot of times some of these routes basically become null and void at that point. They stop producing goods or delivering goods. So you have to kind of check on that if you do want to continue playing the scenario for any reason after you beat the mission. See how this train's doing. Let me click on it. There we go. Alright, being profitable, which is good. 2 more machines should happen any second. There we go. 1 more.
The necessary machines have arrived. the Baghdad Railway can finally be completed.
Alright, so now we have to complete the line between Adana and EVGA, however you pronounce that. So very easy, and glad I set up the track the way I did so we can actually run it through the canyon here. Let's see. Doesn't matter how slow it goes. You guys gotta be a little careful with the track layout. You want to do things as quickly as possible, but you don't want to have to make tunnels or anything else if you don't have to. Of course, you could probably put a tunnel right through there with the amount of money you have. But I think the mission probably wants you to do something more like what I'm doing right now, is my assumption. Probably good practice to lay tracks like this either way. Okay. Alright, now we gotta connect it to this track. There we go.
Time to quickly pump out a few more tankfuls of oil and then get out of here.
So we gotta transport 40 crude oil via the line to Kona. So we're making oil over here, and we definitely want to use a train to connect to this track. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a cargo terminus station. We will put that over here.
Delight the Sultan with an exclusive Pullman car so that he continues to view your project face.
Let's see what this wants us to do. Buy a Pullman car and bring it to the station in Aleppo.
They say chances are good to find one in Aleppo.
Okay. So all we got to do for this bonus task, which we're going to go ahead and set up first, is manage the vehicle. We're going to modify it, and we're going to add the Sultan car right here.
A delicate porcelain tea set.
It's going to have to go to Adana.
The car is supposed to be furnished with this.
And it's going to want to go to each of the other cities as well. So I need to find the train route for Adana to Aleppo. And I'm going to add these two stations. It's Adana. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the Aleppo. I'm going to add this one and this one. And then for this part of the route, I'm just going to add a siding real quick.
Without an exceptional carpet. The most magnificent carpets are knotted in Konya.
And we just got to add the lights here. There we go. Let's see, where did the train go? Done lost the train. Am I going mad or what? Did it already leave that station? See that train. Where the hell's the other train? Stuck somewhere? Let's see. Done lost a train. Oh, there it is. I was like, there's no way. Where the hell did the train go? And it may want it to go back to this town. I'm not quite sure. So let me go, just in case, I'm going to Add a station. Back to Irigali. Adana. Yeah, I know it appears twice. There we go. Now I'll take care of that. We got a train running to all 4 towns. Next is we got to set up this oil line right here. Transport crude oil to Konya. It should be easy. Let's go ahead and build the tracks real quick for that. There was the Sultan's Pullman car bonus task completed right there.
It would almost be worthy of the German emperor. That may be, but unfortunately, the Sultan doesn't have the slightest interest in traveling by train. He prefers a sedan chair.
Alright, so now we need a train basically to go from there to Kona. I could use that, or I could just build another train depot. I'm just going to build another train depot, make it easy. And I'm going to set this train up. I'll show you guys, I've shown it in a previous video, of how to make sure we only make one trip doing this. First and foremost, let's do the line first, because I want to change the loading time. So we're loading up right there, and we're going all the way to Konya. And then at the Aleppo stop, I want to wait till the train is 100% full, and I want the train to wait there for an unlimited amount of time. Now, you don't want to always do this, but for this particular mission or scenario, I highly recommend doing this. We're going to go ahead and buy the 53. We don't need anything fancy. Actually, since we're going such a long way, let's make it a little bit quicker. There we go. It's for a passenger train, but it's still got plenty of tractive effort. Yeah, let's go and buy one of these, why not? And then we need to carry at least 40. Well, that's 45. That should be plenty. And then we're going to go assign it to... Did I not name the line? I guess I didn't name it, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and name line 1. Got there. 1. This will be train Konya oil delivery. Alright, so the question on this, we want to make sure that it is in fact loading oil here. This might be a good time to actually have a train delivering machine parts all the way over there too. I think we should probably do that. Might be a little bit quicker. Let's go ahead and configure this and see if we can add another cargo platform. And then let's build tracks out of here. And I'm going to modify this guy right here. I could put it on the same track, but I want to try to keep them separate if I can. Just make things a little cleaner. See if there's any way to use this. Perfect. And this needs to carry machine parts, so go ahead and do 6, I guess, is fine. A new line going from here to there. And then we'll name this train machine part to machines to oil well delivery. Alright, let's see if this is loading up with oil yet. If not, we may have something incorrect. Oh, so it is loading up. Good. 20 F-45 already loaded without even adding this train. And I want to make sure, okay, so this is already carrying 15 machine parts up, which, so we're already rocking and rolling, which is good. Still have a ton of machine parts here at the truck station as well. And once this loads up with 40 barrels of oil, it will head on out and we'll follow along with it for the journey. And that should be it for the mission after that. So roughly about an hour. If you're playing this the first time, I would expect most people to take at least an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours the first time around, depending on how quickly or slowly you want to do things. I think we did relatively good. Probably in the negative. Mainly this train was almost 500,000 in the negative already. We also built a lot of stuff recently this year, so hopefully that will go down to almost breaking even is my hope. Okay, so this guy should be full any second now. May need more machine parts to get any more barrels of oil. I'm not sure if it's like a 2-to-1 ratio or what the exact ratio is, or if it's like one. Let's see, on this guy, silver ore, that's not the one we need. This is delivering 5 machine parts. I wonder if it actually puts 5 oil barrels on the cargo platform or not. So if this guy gets here before the train, we can figure it out. If not, oh well. Let's watch the train closely. So we have 35 on there now. They're delivering 5 machine parts. Does that translate to 5 barrels of oil? Yep. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. You bring 1 machine here, you get 1 barrel of oil out. Alright guys, we're about to be on our journey. I'm going to go ahead and get in the view right here. We're going to do a first person view all the way back. I may actually be waiting for clearance because I don't have any. I need to probably put some lights on the path all the way there. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll put one over here. Train should be moving now. There it is. And let's go and view it. Keep in mind this is in 4x, fastest that we can go. It's still going to take a minute or 2 to get there. It's got to be, I should have made a siding somewhere halfway in between. Let's see, it's probably a train. Yeah, so it's waiting for this train to pass by. I could have made some type of siding in the middle to keep the trains from stopping, but it's fine. I'm trying to do things quickly. Once the train goes by, we should get clearance to move forward. There we go. It's cool, you can see your trucks that you have on the delivery route as well. Pretty neat. Very happy with this game so far. I wish the missions were a little bit harder, but it is chapter 1, so hopefully chapter 2 is a bit harder, but I will be coming out with more videos on how-tos for chapter 2 here in the near future. This will be the final video from chapter 1 on Transport Fever 2. Let's see the trucks there. Working our way through the canyon. All the passengers, Jesus Christ. That stop was packed. Just barely had to stop at the siding there. guys go. So that's with all the bonus tasks completed. The Hidden Treasures, Sultan's Pullman Car, and Desert Adventure. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers. Don't you know, it is getting low.